Hi, I'm Milt Tanzer, and welcome to another issue of Real Estate Investments and How to Make Them. Today is a continuation of the Things I've Learned the Hard Way video that was made previously to this one. Here are some more of the things that I learned the hard way once I got involved in commercial and investment real estate and becoming an investor myself and working with investors. First of all, and we cover this on our No Money Down video, no money down purchasing usually isn't. Despite what you hear on the late night infomercials, somewhere you're going to end up having to spend some money. It may be towards closing costs if they can't be added into the purchase price or the financing on the property. It may be renovation or repairs that you have to make on the property to make it leasable or usable and so forth. We go into that in detail, but quite often, most generally, don't expect a no money down purchase to be no money down. Quite often, for some reason or other, attorneys tend to be deal killers. Now, I don't know if it's because they make more money by dragging out a closing or proving to a client that it's not a good investment or what. But being a realtor, of course, I have learned quite often that attorneys do kill deals. Some of them do it innocently, but they are very cautious with their client. They don't want them to do anything that may get him into trouble and get the attorney into trouble with them for not advising them properly. In my subject on that, on a video on that, I'll go into detail on a couple of times that I've had dealings with attorneys that have really had a problem with. Real estate, again, despite what you hear on late night infomercials, will not make you rich overnight. You could get rich, you should get rich, or at least wealthy enough to keep you and your family surviving and well off for the rest of your lives. But don't expect to do it overnight, and don't expect it to happen without your own efforts and put into it to make it happen. The government does not make it easy to develop land. Now, those of you who are landowners already know this, and I'm not going to go and spend any time on it, but I learned an awful lot working with developers and so forth as to what's involved in getting approval for land development. And the government does not make it easy. There's a bigger variety of investment properties out there than you may think. I mean, our course is based on rental apartment buildings only because there's a large variety of size and prices of them available. There's more of them available than any other type of investment other than a single family home, which could also be a good investment, but again, you have to know what you're doing. But there are such things as shopping centers, office buildings, mobile home parks, vacant land. You name it, there are probably 20 different major varieties of investment properties, and in our investment course we cover all 20 of them in great detail so that you have a way of selecting which type of investment would be best for your needs and what you would like to do. I've also learned through the years that all buyers are liars and sellers don't tell the truth either. Now that sounds a little negative. I really don't mean it as badly as it sounds. What I mean is that if you're talking to the seller of a property, the first thing you'll hear is, well, I rarely ever have a vacancy. In fact, I've got people in a waiting list to rent space from me. Don't believe it. If he has a vacancy when you're looking at the property, his program isn't working too well, is it? As far as the buyers are concerned, the buyers can give you all kinds of stories about why they have to cut that price on your property way down before they'll even consider it. When you take our course, you will get a complete investment analysis profile program that will analyze on your computer any size and type of investment property within 10 or 15 minutes. You will know exactly where you stand, and it's easy to adjust the program one way or the other, recalculate it automatically, and determine what does make financial sense to you. It's a program that you need if you're going to get involved in any kind of real estate transactions at all, where you hope to create an income for yourself. Pyramiding, the process of buying one investment property and pyramiding that one investment with no additional cash out of your pocket into a lifetime estate. It's possible. It happens all the time. When you go to our website, you'll see testimonials from people who are doing this right now. It's a great positive way of making sure that your investment program is kept up to date and that you are progressing as far as you should be considering how long you've been working at it. When you get ready to go to a closing, you should have a closing attorney. Now, you can use the bank's attorney, but they don't represent you, they represent the bank. If you're a buyer, you can use the seller's attorney and vice versa, but again, they don't represent you and they can't represent two parties. So you need to pick your attorney, but make somebody or title company, if they have their attorneys, that they will make sure that you're protected. But you have to make sure that you know what you are looking at closing statement wise and so forth. And again, we have a complete segment in our course on understanding closing statements and what to expect when you get to the closing. It's so easy to make a bad investment decision unless you know what you're doing. This is why I urge you to at least take a look at our website at www.investmentre.com. You can see it at the bottom of your screen here. On that, you'll find a beginning to end program on showing you how we can lead you from that very first purchase and analyzing that very first property all the way up through handling it, leasing it, financing it, determining how and when to sell to avoid taxation. Everything is right there and using the same terms and methods that professional investors use. I've spent the last 25 plus years working with big investors, small one-time investors or first-time investors, my own investment successes, and my advanced degree on commercial investment real estate through the National Association of Realtors. All this has been put together in a variety of programs that you can take part in our program, in our book, or in our courses. So I ask you to please spend 10 minutes looking at this, even if you don't buy anything. In fact, I don't want you to buy something if you're not going to use it. I want you to use it, not put it on a bookshelf with all the other programs you've already bought and never touched. If you do, I think you'll find that the road to pure wealth, the positive way of creating wealth, is through real estate, and we'll show you how to do it. Thanks for watching the video. Again, look at our site and see what you find, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.